Hey guys, what's going on? BMcG here, and today we're going to be talking about my newly rank 2 7-star Adam Warlock. I got this dude from the gifting event. I was able to get 2 of the gifted Guardian 7-star crystals, so my first one was Diablo and Adam Warlock was my second one. Adam Warlock was my number 1 pull by far. I really wanted this guy. I never got to use him as a 7 or a 6-star. I actually just pulled the 6-star like 2 days ago. And now that I've got the 7-star, I'm just gonna try my best to learn him and get good with him. One thing I found that you guys have probably caught on to now as well, I preemptively dex a lot with him, just to dash in at them to make sure like I can like dash back and then make sure I have enough time to dash back in so I don't lose the sovereignty counter. But I gotta get better with that. You know, I shouldn't be eating vision special ones, but it is what it is. But now that we've got the 1 fury buff from completing the, the 40 hits or whatever, it's really 30 with the way we did it. But yeah, that's just some insane damage from a 7-star rank 2. Honestly, I would rank 3 this guy right now if I could. He's just that much fun. I haven't had this much fun playing a champ since like Maestro, which I mean, it's not too long ago, but whatever. But yeah, Battlegrounds isn't up, so we're going to be doing some story content just to show you guys how well he scales with modifiers. I know a lot of people were kind of worried about how he would function in story content because his rotation is pretty rigid, but he doesn't like have a specific rotation, if that makes sense. Like, you want to break their block with your second light attack, which means that you will start the sovereignty counter at 10, and then you'll have the unblockable, true damage, all that stuff. And then you also have the taunt. So he's got a lot of stuff to help his rotation out, and I think he works a lot better in story than people imagined he would, because he's really not as rigid as people say. You just need to know when to like use your stasis pod from double tapping block, know when to try to just like manipulate the AI. A lot of how to use Adam Warlock is just AI manipulation. If you guys are wondering what's going on with these nodes, I did show them in the beginning, but essentially when you knock them down, when their back is against the wall, the weapon node goes on cooldown. And then when the weapon node's on cooldown, your special 1 deals like 800% more attack. So pair that with his precision that is like 19,000 crit rating, which makes it to be like a 90% crit chance. You're pretty much guaranteed crits on every hit. I mean, it's not guaranteed crits, but it's close. And you can really take advantage of the attack boosts in a lot of story content because a lot of nodes give you additional attack. And like right here, you will see crit and then a crit, and then the last one didn't crit because he died. So it's just nuts. He's really good. Next up, we have this Omega Sentinel. Essentially here, you just want to take the weapon off of cooldown, and then if they're suffering from non-damaging debuffs, they will take 200% more damage. He applies a taunt when he's doing his thing, so, obviously he's going to be taking advantage from that node, and that's going to really amplify his damage. But like I said, a lot of people were kind of worried about how practical he would actually be. Like, he's got these big yellow numbers, he's got the damage, but can he actually work in story? And like, if they're not dead before the nodes matter, he's got the taunt, like I said, the unblockable for the easy openings, special 1 stun. You could also give him the relic for the striker. I think he's very flexible and works in a lot of areas where people wouldn't really expect him to. Right here we get the stun, and now we can just go right in, deal extra damage. Right there, I don't want to dex the special 2, so I activate the stasis pod, then I go right back in. Like, he's really good, guys. He's awesome. I haven't had this much fun with a champ in a long time. I'd honestly rank 3 him right now if I could, but yeah, I mean, that's just me with all like the dopamine from the big yellow numbers, but I honestly probably wouldn't until I duped him, because right now he's just a damage powerhouse. So yeah, right here we're going to eat another special 2 using the stasis pod. That way we just stay close, and now that we've got the Fury, we're dealing 65k medium attacks. It's just nuts, guys. It's nuts. So yeah, he's just plowing through these Act 8, story lanes. Like, that was a 24-second fight. Next up, we've got this Rocket Raccoon here. There's True Lies, so like True Sense, True Accuracy, True Strike. those don't work, and he's got a chance to auto block us. I think it's like a 60% chance with the node. I think it's Gimme Shelter. Well, it's a good thing about Adam Warlock that he just has unblockable, so he doesn't care about auto block. He just will, bypass it with his unblockable. And then he's also got true damage to bypass resistances, which honestly is kind of redundant with his precision because crits bypass a certain amount of resistance as well. So yeah, I don't know, it's still cool. That was a lot of damage there. Next up, we've got the Cyclops on the same lane, and it's just the same Adam Warlock rotation as normal. Break their block with your initial combo, do some backdraft intercepts, and then you could drop your special 1 to get the stun for the easy opening. And now that we've got the Fury, we're going to be dealing some more damage. And right here, I think we dropped the special 2. The special 2 would deal a lot more damage if we had the Fury from being between 30 and 40 on our sovereignty counter. But yeah, we didn't care because he's gonna die anyways. I think we finished the fight here with the heavy attack. Yeah, 59k crit. You love to see it. Next up, we've got Hulkbuster on the same lane, and I think I kind of play pretty bad here. We will see. The only thing that I've found with Adam Warlock that kind of sucks is the initial ramp. If you screw up and they like sidestep you, like right here I get screwed up and I eat a special 1. But like you can, what's it called? You could break their block and then try to do a backdraft intercept. And if they don't play into you, it really ruins the rotation and you could lose your counter pretty quickly. But now that we've got him in the corner, it's a lot safer to actually do his normal rotation. So right here we're going for the striker, and then I believe we're going to drop the special 2. Yeah, we drop it. And since he's taunted and we knocked him down, he's going to drop the special 2. And now we can just close out the fight with, I believe, a special 1 after we eat that special 1 from him. So, solid fight. I just didn't play very well. I just wanted to show you guys how he is when you don't play very well, but it's still just a 57-second fight. So, pretty solid stuff there. Right now we've got Warlock, and there's some I think you deal more, you have more attack for every unique buff on you here, and then they can crit through your block. So yeah, it's really not that crazy, and I think heavy attacks also deal more damage here. Heavy attacks will disarm the node, and then yeah, I didn't really get to read the nodes too well, so I'm sorry that I'm blanking out. I'm also still kind of dealing with a cold, so I apologize if I sound not so great. But yeah, I'm really loving Adam Warlock. Right here, I think we eat the special 2. Yeah, because I dex too early. That's the only thing that sucks when I use Adam Warlock, is like I suck. I preemptively do things, and it is what it is. Right there, I should use the heavy attack because the node, I believe, gives you extra attack on your heavy attacks. But it is what it is. Right there, I thought I would be able to get him. I'm still learning Adam Warlock. Obviously, like, I just got him. I've just started using him. And, I'm still not, like, too certain on his reach. But, yeah, he's doing pretty good. I mean, his heavy reach is what I was talking about. Like, I'm not sure, like, when you could use the heavy attack, when you can't, when you can make contact, when you won't. But, yeah. Right there is what I was talking about. So I got kind of like sidestepped. They didn't play into me with the backdraft intercept. Instead, they dashed away, and that caused us to lose our, our little cycle that we were building. So right here, we drop the heavy attack to disarm the node. We go in here with a full 5-hit combo into the block, which breaks it. And then we drop the special 2. She throws her special 1, and now we just go in and punish because we had the stasis pod. Drop the special 1 here. And now we've got the striker, so we can use that if we want. And I believe there we go. A lot of damage. Next up, we've got Omega Sentinel on the same path. This fight is fun. I have an insane heavy attack in this fight. It's actually kind of ridiculous. You guys will see pretty quickly here. We go in here, bait the special 1, and now we go in, do a 5-hit combo into a special 1. And we go in here, use the stasis pod, get hit by the special 1 because we're not so good at the game, and then right here we drop the special 2. Solid damage here. She drops the special 1 while we have the stasis pod. Dash back, heavy attack, and 142k crit on the heavy attack. So just absolutely nuts. Like, using him in story content, you just don't know what's going to happen. It feels like incursions in every single story quest. Next up, this is an invade node. There's invade, heavy assault, life transfer, and transducer. So this fight, we will immediately start with an energize due to transducer. And then obviously Adam Warlock wants to hit their block to start the fight, but you really won't take too much advantage of invade after that. But there's also this life transfer, so like if you make mistakes, which this is a good place to kind of like learn Adam Warlock in my opinion, because if you make mistakes you can just heal back up. But right here, drop the special 2, and then that will get the special 2 out of this guy. We can dash back, and now we just keep cooking. Drop the special 1 here. I believe we're gonna go for a striker once we get the right here, and then we go for a heavy attack. We were too late. I thought I was gonna be able to get a medium attack in with the striker stun. It is what it is. Right there we got lucky. 102k crit off the heavy attack, and yeah, we just dropped the special 1 here because he wasn't really like playing into us too much. Get a nice little intercept there. See right there, that was risky, but it worked. I don't recommend doing that when trying to use Adam. The little like 4 lights to use a heavy attack. Just don't. There's no point. I was just trying to like show off big numbers from the nodes here. Next up, we've got Beast. This one's a fun one where you can use light attacks and punish the special 2 pretty easily. I found with Adam Warlock that you don't really want to do backdraft intercepts with light attacks, because if they don't dash at you and then you have to use a dash input, you're losing out on 1 input in the combo string. So right here we use the heavy attack after the special 2 he threw. With just nasty stuff. He's just so good. The only thing that sucks about Adam Warlock's pod is that he can still get stun through it, so if the champ has like stun on their special attack, he can really get stopped in his tracks. So that's just something to look out for if you're trying to use Adam Warlock, is be wary of champs with stun effects on their special attacks. I recommend only using special 1s against those champs, because your pod will get you stunned if they throw the special into the pod. But yeah, just throw a heavy attack here to close out the fight. See, I thought that would hit. I thought we were close enough, but it didn't hit. But special 1 closed it out. I believe the next fight is against a tech champ. Yeah, we got Guardian here. So this dude's actually kind of annoying usually, because when he has an active armor up, he can auto block all special attacks. But there's this beautiful thing under Adam Warlock's, health bar, and it's that purple buff next to his sovereignty counter, and that's an unblockable buff, meaning you can't block or auto block unblockable attacks. So Adam Warlock just doesn't care. He says, get out of my way, I am going to hit you. So yeah, right here we go for a heavy attack, I believe. Yep, and 64k. Try to dex the special 2 here. We screw up. Like I said, this is a great place to try to learn Adam Warlock, because if you make a mistake with the life transfer node, you can just hit them and you regenerate a bunch of health. So fun stuff. Get the special 1 out of him, dex the last part, and now we can keep cooking. I really feel like Adam Warlock's a really solid Necropolis champ. You guys are going to see here against Odin, that's who we get the solo against. He's really solid for that fight, and I think he'll be solid for a lot of other fights if you do get him as a 7-star. So yeah, lastly we've got Odin. This is just going to be me kind of talking, because there's really not much to go over with here. But the strategy with Odin, just for those who might not know, is to bait a heavy attack to start. He'll hit you, he'll gain an energized buff. And then you want him to throw a special 1 while he has 2 Odin Force, because that will give him the block proficiency. I think it's the Bulwark and then the True Strike. And now he's got 6 total buffs. And now you want him to refresh all those buffs with his special 2. We're not really going to have that happen right now, because we are trying to get to our special 3. And we do. And now we are going to have the big Fury buff from the Special 3. I think I said Special 2 before, but we want the Special 3. Special 3 gives us that massive Fury buff that gives us 3 total Fury buffs when we get going in the fight. And right here we throw a heavy attack, and we just need him to drop the Special 2 to refresh that True Strike. So he's only got 5 buffs on him now, so we need him to either hit us with a heavy attack or gain that bulwark buff from the Special 1. So we're going for the bulwark, for the bulwark here. We just need this guy to throw his Special 1, and he's kind of being an asshole, but now he finally does. Now we can try to get into his block, drop the Special 2 here, and now we're going to start dealing some massive damage. So that's essentially how you do this fight. You want Odin to have his 6 buffs so you can actually deal damage, and then you want to just keep his Odin Force up so he refreshes them with his Special 2. So yeah, Adam Warlock's kind of nuts. I am absolutely shocked that he's already a 7-star. I'm not going to say much more about that. I do think he's a safer 7-star to have because of the lack of Sig Stones and the lack of the Awakened ability for most people. But in the future, this dude is really hard to die with when you have like high Sig on him. When he's at 20 to 30%, you're just going to heal an insane amount from the Stasis Pod from the Special 2, as well as just being able to double tap, block, and activate it. He's kind of nuts. A lot of people were shocked that he didn't get buffed because he's super hard to play. And then a lot of people are shocked that he didn't get tuned down because if you are good with him, he's really freaking strong. And I'm kind of in that camp of like, he's really strong. He's got a lot of stuff to aid his, his kit. I think it's warranted. I think he needs it, like this Intimidate here that you see, to make it easier to hit their block. I think he needs that. And then he also needs the taunt, but giving him those training wheels essentially make him significantly easier to use in every single fight you'd want to use him for. So I don't know, he's kind of a scary champ in my opinion in terms of like how strong he is. But seeing this fight, because I originally did this fight with Gamora, she deals a similar amount of damage. It might not be as much, but she's significantly easier to play. She's got more automatic utility than he does, if that makes sense. Like, her miscounter is just having a certain amount of buffs, and that's indefinite. Her True Strike is indefinite after a Special 3. All you have to do is use a heavy attack to, refresh it. It's not indefinite, but if you're good at refreshing buffs, which shouldn't be too hard, you just have to land a heavy every like 12 or something seconds. She's a lot easier to use than Adam Warlock, and she has similar damage output. It's just his sustainability is what makes him spooky in terms of like the balance regards. But I don't work for Kabam, so I'm just gonna enjoy my new 7-star and just try to have as much fun as I can with it, because he might be the hardest hitting 7-star in the game right now. Saying that out loud now, people are gonna be like, oh, you forgot about this champ, and yeah, probably, but like right now he's probably my hardest hitting 7-star in my roster, is more of an accurate statement that I'm willing to make. And he's fun to use. Like, when he works, and he works really well, you feel like a badass. But when he doesn't work and you get like sidestepped by the AI, you get kind of pissed off. It is what it is. Like right there, see, like they just didn't play into us. Not a big deal. We just got to get this dude to throw a Special 1 while he has the, Odin Force up. We do get that out of him. Now we just need to hit his block a little bit. Use our... I should have used a Striker and then went for the Special 2. Yeah, I realized that. Because now I'm kind of like panicking trying to get this dude to refresh his buffs. So yeah, we got the Odin Force up. And now we just need him to drop a Special 2. He does, and boom, we're back on track. Just crazy stuff here. So yeah, I think it's kind of surprising that he came out as a 7-star so soon, but I'm not going to complain because I have him. I do think it's interesting that on the Twitch stream that Kabam had, they did say that these 7-star champs, these 6 7-star champs, are pretty much going to be exclusive for about a year. So whoever you got is gonna be like super unique to your specific roster for about a year. Not sure how I feel about it. I think it's kind of cool because I've been kind of in the camp that I've wanted to see more like meaningful champ acquisition. Like I think it's really cool that we got to pick a 7-star from the selector with Ant-Man, Ebony Maw, those champs, because it felt unique to your account. And I understand why they hit the basic pool so quickly, but it was cool when people are like, yeah, I've got my 7-star Emma Frost. That's really cool to me. Like, I like how they did this, but these champs are so powerful that locking them for so long feels kind of weird. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, hit like, sub if you're new. If you already subbed, you know I love you. See you guys for the next video or stream. Peace out.